the spotlight is familiar to Brandi Passante. She has been known for her provocative style, unvarnished personality, and magnetic confidence on social media and in fashion circles during the past few years. However, nothing could have prepared her millions of admirers for the recent release of a raw, intimate, and unashamedly provocative photo series that viewers are cautioned to be alone before looking. Indecent images of Brandi Passante have sparked a tempest of attention, discourse, and controversy, taking her image into new area. Brandi and Lark, a mysterious photographer, collaborated on this photo series. Lark had always wanted to collaborate with Brandi, whose bold style and personality complemented her vision for pushing beauty and portraiture. They spent months planning a project that combined art, sexuality, and personal narrative to transcend fashion photography. The setting was a remote beach cottage on Big Sur's rough coastline. They chose remote places with crashing waves and high cliffs to represent freedom and solitude, perfect for their intimate and daring art. Brandi saw this photo shoot as a chance to uncover and reclaim her body and sexuality. The reaction to the photographs online was immediate and electric. Brandi posted unique photos, honest, unvarnished, and emotional. Some photos showed her in translucent fabric that teased and disclosed. In others, she was silhouetted against a setting sun, her form a beautiful mix of strength and fragility. The painter's vision captured every detail of her skin, hips, and back as natural lighting played against them. However, the picture's visual appeal wasn't the only draw. Brandi's glance was deeply human. Her straight stare, small lip tremble, and eyes seemed to convey confidence, defiance, and even vulnerability. These were not titillating images, an invitation into a highly personal environment. They challenged viewers to rethink beauty, sexuality, and empowerment. Social media suddenly became a debate ground. Brandi was praised for breaking female sexuality taboos and promoting body acceptance in a culture that shames women for their wants. The photograph's blend of natural beauty, lighting, and emotion made them feel more like great art than celebrity glamour shots, according to many. Brandi's images were refreshing for a younger generation seeking authenticity. Critics called the photographs risky, irresponsible, and attention-seeking, especially given Brandi's enormous and diversified fanbase, including many young admirers. She was criticized for blending empowerment and exploitation, raising questions about whether such graphic demonstrations were warranted. These critics generated passionate disputes over self-expression, notoriety, influence, and art obscenity. Brandi answered candidly to the outcry, increasing public interest. She confronted the backlash in a live home video. "I say no more. This empowers. This is liberty." Her statements moved many, converting critics into hesitant supporters and generating discussions about gender, power, and female body politics. Love and vulnerability went into making the photo series. Rare interviews with Lark, the photographer, revealed his trust and chemistry with Brandi. He stated she showed amazing bravery during the shoot. She showed her strength, insecurities, and wants, not simply her body. "We wanted to capture the essence, not just the surface. Every photograph is a tale, a fixed moment that reveals something about her." The shot was intimate and intense. Brandi tried many stances and settings over several days, from resting on windswept sands to standing barefoot on worn wooden floors in lovely early light. As the project's emotional weight emerged, laughter and tears occurred. Brandi could let go of expectations and be herself in the isolated location. Many of the series' pictures contrast: strength, gentleness, light, shadow, vulnerability, confidence. One dramatic photograph shows Brandi standing tall against chaotic ocean waves, her hair wild and free, gaze fixed on the camera. Another shows her curling into herself, a soft expression indicating a moment of meditation. These contrasts reflect her complexity and femininity's intricacy. As the photographs circulated, their cultural significance went beyond beauty. Brandi's work was referenced by influencers, artists, and activists discussing body autonomy, mental health, and media representation of women. Fashion designers cited the series. The photographs inspired collections celebrating natural beauty and diversity and stirred questions about censorship, artistic freedom, and decency in a digital age when images travel fast and uncontrolled. Brandi has accepted her role as a provocateur and trailblazer, perhaps because of the controversy. She is preparing a traveling picture exhibition with empowerment and creative expression talks and workshops. She claims the concept goes beyond images. changed the narrative for women everywhere and encouraged them to accept their bodies and experiences without shame. For curious viewers of the photos, the admonition to be alone has a deeper meaning. These images go beyond provocative. They are intimate meetings with a woman's spirit and skin. They invite viewers to confront their desire, vulnerability, and strength in a place without distraction or judgment. Brandi's life has changed drastically in the weeks since the release. Many interviews, partnerships, and creative projects have been offered. She stays grounded and uses her platform appropriately. Her images help spread mental health awareness, body positivity, and women's and marginalized community empowerment. Brandi Passante's Decent Photo story goes beyond scandal and spectacle. It is a bold step in cultural attitudes on female sexuality, self-expression, and agency. It pushes boundaries and encourages a more nuanced, sympathetic view of women's self-definition. As viewers, we can shy away, judge, or welcome a woman who is herself. Brandi Passante's images show courage, artistry, and the power of owning one's narrative, reminding us that genuine freedom is authenticity, even when it's difficult. If you hear the admonition to be alone, remember, think about its meaning before seeing. It goes beyond privacy. Respect matters. For the subject, yourself, and the amazing experience of witnessing a woman's bold self-love and expression. Brandi Passante has been famous. She has become a bold and fascinating social media presence throughout the years. She is noted for her provocative style, unvarnished personality, and magnetic confidence in fashion. Nothing could have prepared her millions of fans for the recent release of a raw, intimate, and unabashedly risky photo series that viewers are cautioned to be alone before looking. Brandi Passante's lewd images have sparked a maelstrom of attention, discourse, and controversy, launching her image into new terrain. Brandi and Lark, a mysterious photographer, collaborated on this photo series. Lark had always wanted to collaborate with Brandi, whose bold style and personality complemented her vision for pushing beauty and portraiture. They spent months planning a project that combined art, sexuality, and personal narrative to transcend fashion photography. The setting was a remote beach cottage on Big Sur's rough coastline. They chose remote places with crashing waves and high cliffs to represent freedom and solitude, perfect for their intimate and daring art. Brandi saw this as more than a photo shoot. Self-discovery and reclamation allowed her to embrace and exhibit her body and sexuality. The reaction to the photographs online was immediate and electric. Brandi's candid, real, emotional photos were unlike anything she had posted previously. Some photos showed her in translucent fabric that teased and disclosed. Sometimes she was silhouetted. Her figure is strong and vulnerable against the lowering sun. The painter's vision captured every detail of her skin, hips, and back as natural lighting played against them. However, the picture's visual appeal wasn't the only draw.